What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another day in the arena. A sad, sad day in the arena. What a horrible day I have had. Sometimes these things happen, you know. It's just the luck of the draw, you know. But I don't think I've ever had it be that bad. I just lost something like 10, 12, 13 straight games back to back in a row, no matter which deck I was playing. I just lost. It was, I gotta tell you, very, very difficult. I almost lost the plot. I was on the verge of just not streaming tonight. I'm chucking my laptop off the edge of my balcony. I know I've said that many times before, but holy moly, tonight I really meant it. All the good decks that we've been playing over the last 4 days that have been, you know, that got me to Diamond 2 were just not working. I got knocked straight back down to Diamond 4. Unbelievable. The meta has already adjusted. The decks that we were playing are not working anymore. And, yeah, I had to just accept the fact that I'm stuck back in D4. Take a deep breath. Recuperate. Relax. And play something simple that is just, you know, gonna get me some wins, hopefully. And just keep me relaxed. And so I came up with this little brew here. And so far, so good. Gotta be honest, it's actually pretty damn good. I played an opponent that was running a very similar deck yesterday. And I thought, why not? Let's give it a whirl. And I'm just making a last couple adjustments here. I don't think we want to be scrying. And a tap land at any given point in this deck is a very bad idea. So I'd rather just run it like that. We could probably also go down to 22 lands because it is such a low curve. I wonder. But essentially, it is... hang on. It is Lorehold... Hang on. Let's just leave it as it is for now. Okay? We're going to do the usual thing. I'm going to play the deck as it is. See if I continue to get some decent results. Adjust along the way. And then, as usual, I will post the final version to my Ether Hub and into the video description down below so that you guys can copy it if you so choose. I think, as I just said earlier, there are some adjustments that can be made in that it is such a low mana curve. Maybe we can go down to 22 lands and put in a couple extra goblins or some more removal or something to that effect. But so far it's been pretty good the way it is, so let's just keep going like this and then we'll see. So basically it's just a goblins deck, but it's splashing white. And why do we want to splash white in the goblins deck? Well, what are the main problems in the goblin deck? At some point you run out of cards. So let's throw in a Showdown of the Skalds. That way we can sort of refuel on turn 4 and also put counters on our goblins. I think that's a really good idea. And we get to play Rally the Ranks, which is a tribal anthem enchantment for 2. We're only playing goblins as far as creatures are concerned, so as Rally of the Ranks enters the battlefield, all of our goblins get +1/+1. As long as you, of course, don't misclick and choose something other than goblins. I guess you could, yeah, I mean, if you by mistake select rogues, yeah, these are 2 rogues. Barbarian or warrior, but no, you need to make sure that you select goblins because they're all goblins. Okay, and then instead of the Bugbear, I'm going for the Relic Robber instead. Pretty cool. I kind of like it. It's also got you know, haste, but it's not a 3/3, it's a 2/2. But if it does get in, it does create this goblin construct which deals 1 damage to the opponent on its on their upkeep every turn. The Bugbear might be better because it's a 3/3, but we'll have to see about that. They cost the same. They're on the same spot on the curve. Maybe that's what we could. Maybe we can go to 3 of these. Go down 2 lands and go up 3 Bugbears instead. Like I said, let's play some games and see how it goes and adjust accordingly. Then as far as the goblins, we've got the usual suspects, except instead of running the new goblin, that's a hasty one, I'm running the charger because we are putting counters on things. We do have rally the ranks. The bigger this thing gets, the bigger the damage it does when it dies to the opponent or to any target. So kind of better, I think, in this deck than the the new 1-drop goblin, which just does 1 damage to anything that blocks it, and it's a 1/1 with haste, a Javelineer or something like that. I think because of the Skalds, his ability to put counters on things, and the fact that Rally the Ranks grows it, when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So the bigger this gets, the bigger that damage is. So oftentimes I've been on the opposite side of the situation where I finally get my sweeper and I sweep the field, but then they had like a 5/5 goblin, this guy, the charger, and they send that 5 damage to face, and I'd like forgotten about it, or it might be just what they need, because the whole point of this deck, and goblins and aggro decks in general, is just to keep getting damage in from turn 1, 2 as soon as possible. You're just trying to attack. I'm not a very good aggro player, I gotta admit, especially red, but I have recognized recently how difficult it actually is, because I refused to play mono red in the previous standard with Fervent Champion and Robber of the Rich and Torbran and all those guys, because it was just so disgusting. But now that I have given goblins a try, because I think it's actually pretty fun and not that busted that it's just ridiculous, you realize how it's not actually as brain dead as you initially thought. It's quite a lot harder to play than because you can't just slap the creature down and attack. There's a lot more decision making than that goes down. Which creature am I attacking? How do I declare my blockers? Do I block? Am I gonna draw the next card that's gonna help me get through for that final bit of damage? We've got Roil Eruption, which I've also been seeing a lot of people run in this goblin deck. You can like push, you're almost at the end, they think they got you because they sweep, they've got 3-4 life left, boom, you can Roil Eruption them to the face, and if you've got 7 mana, you can also do 5 damage to the face, because this is to any target. I'm also running 2 copies of Meteor Swarm as a bit of a pseudo sweeper. If you've got, like, say, 6 mana, you can do 8 damage divided amongst 3 things. If you've got 5 mana, 8 damage divided amongst 2 things. This is another flex slot. I might change this one. So there's a lot of wiggle room. I am running a couple of copies of Invoke the Divine, in case we run into classes, or the Angel enchantments, or, Skyclave Maul, that kind of stuff. I think in standard 2022 not running some kind of enchantment removal is a bit of a mistake, so we're running a couple of copies of Invoke the Divine, but that could easily be Disenchant instead. The fact that we're running 24 lands, we could go down to 22, and so there's a lot of wiggle room, and I'm excited to jump into some games, figure out what that the best changes are, and then present them to you at the end of the video. Alright, so that's the deck. Pretty straightforward. Put goblins down, attack, grow the goblins with Rally the Ranks, grow the goblins with Showdown of the Skalds, keep attacking, remove things that are in the way of you attacking. If you cannot, go face. We also have a Den of the Bugbear, post sweeper. You keep getting in for that damage. You'll be surprised, because the sweeper doesn't hit Rally of the Ranks, or Rally the Ranks. The Den of the Bugbear comes in as a 4/3 when you activate it, if you've got Rally the Ranks down, and then the token that it creates is a 2/2. So that's already 6 damage that you can get in for right after a sweeper. That often ends games. You'll be surprising how insidious and relentless this deck is. Alright, enough blabbing. Let's jump into some games and see how the deck performs on the ladder. I'm down to D4 anyway. I'm not too bothered about losing rank any further. At this point in the video, it is the time in which I ask all of my viewers to kindly consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already. And of course, there's all the other good stuff that you can do for YouTube that helps me out, and it's easy and free to do. You just can like the video, leave a comment down below, and hit the bell notification icon. Alright, that's it. Shameless pluggage, self-promotionage out of the way. Are we gonna hold this hand or not? What sleeves is this guy playing? Alright. We're on the draw. I think we mulligan that. Oh god. That's terrible. Crack open my last Skalding for the stream. Cheers. Oh, that's good. That's good. Goblins, make sure you do that. So, by the way, for those who have not been made aware of this already, we spent the whole of the day playing jank because tomorrow was supposed to be jumpstart and big client update. So the season was supposed to reset mid-month. All this kind of stuff I talked about in the previous video. If you haven't seen that, please go ahead and have a look. It was a janky dragon brew. Oh god, this god deck against me is not a god. For I mean, just guys, I don't know. I've had the worst day of Magic of my life, mate. Like, how is it possible that the opponent always has, like, I mean, I'm running 24 lands in a I just had like 12 straight losses where I had like 3 lands on board and the opponent had like 8. I wish I was streaming it so I had proof. I promise you I'm not just being like moany, whiny. I've never had it be that bad. I don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like I've been cursed. I even upped to 26 lands on a couple of the decks I was testing just to, you know, fuck around with the algorithm, and just wow, like, you know, sacrificing creatures to Deadly Dispute, drawing 2 off the top after already having drawn a couple turns. Like 2 lands. Again, another 2-land hand. It's so depressing. It's really hard to kind of push through when something like this happens. It's like, wow, just the worst thing ever. Okay, we played this guy earlier. Straight out of Texas. From Texas, man. Can't remember what he was playing. Doesn't seem to be the same deck though. Oh, that's pretty frustrating. Red or white? Red. doubt he's got a sweeper. He's playing creature deck as well, right? So that's good. If we top deck another land, we can go. Here comes the spirit back. Okay. What you got? Takes it. Wow. That do be a lot of blockers, man. Come on. It's the only thing we can do, really. Okay. Everything's up. Win. Phew. Woohoo! Gobbos, baby. That was cool. That was pretty cool. That was pretty damn cool. That was fun. Excuse the horrible lighting. Moonwatcher. Tap for burn damage. I mean, it worked out as well. Whoa. Should have kept the Lord back. You reckon? Usually mana flood. Yeah, man. I get some serious mana screwage. How many lands do you run on average in your decks, Moonwatcher? Do you just go with the standard like 24 that the deck builder gives you, or do you try and like slide in an extra couple copy, or do you severely underrun your decks on like 22, 23? I'm always keen to know. Like, I know you know, Hello Good Game, for example, like runs a lot less. I think we could definitely go down to 22. Yeah, alright. Yeah, exactly. Fuel MDFCs. I have a bad feeling that this is the mill deck that everybody's playing now with Tasha's hideous laughter or whatever it's called. Oh, it's a dragon deck. Ah! I'm terrible at aggro decks, so wow, 3 lords. Here's a counter spell. There's no point in playing around it with aggro. You just have to keep going. Which I guess that's why they, you know, say it's brain dead. But I mean, I can't just wait for him to another counter spell. Cool. Behold the multiverse. I think he's pretty desperate for a red land, red mana source. Then he would have Goldspan Dragon. And getting lucky. I actually have a feeling it is said. Beg your pardon. Mill deck with it runs that new card. What's it called now? From Strixhaven. There's 2 of them that do that in standard now, and they're both instant speed. They like make it so that the next instant that you cast does double damage or whatever. If he's got the Draconic Intervention, no, I think we won. We just got lucky. We just got lucky, man. We remove one of our creatures. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the one he would go for. Ow! Top Deck City! Oh, baby. Bit of luck. Maybe my luck has turned. Man, I was like 1 game away from Diamond 1. And then it just went. And I played like all the best decks from the last couple of days that were getting me solid wins. And I just lost. 2 in a row, 2 in a row, 2 in a row. I was ripping my beard out. It was so gnarly. Anyway, this is making me feel a lot better. Nice. Skalds making an appearance. Yeah, that's a keeper. That's a nice hand. Hello. Good game. Kalane the Reclusive Painter. Get in for that damage all the time. Maybe oh, okay, it's the sacrifice one. These pathways are gorgeous. I wish I had the money to splurge on that art. So nice. I mean, this is his one, and this is, oh no, that's a Snarl. Here we go. I mean, the difference is very notable. These are just gorgeous, man. Look at that. Elena Danner. If I could draw like you. That's a nice little turn. Ow! The annoying thing is that in this deck that he's playing, there we go. I was just gonna say that. Not only does he have Deadly Dispute, which means he just sacrifices the token, but also Extus, the other side of Extus, the Blood Avatar Awakening or something, wants little things to sacrifice. Ah! Oh yeah, that's terrible. At least he swings. I really want to top deck one more land. Yes, please. It's a race now. We just gotta race him. Whew. Another Deadly Dispute. possible. Yep. No. Okay. Yes. It doesn't take the 4. Oh. We're looking good though. We're looking good. We can, if he attacks with the gold span, he's gonna attack with the gold span. Good on you, mate. Do you have a sweeper? Doomscar. No? No Doomscar? Do we Skalds? No, we just go for face. We just go for the face. Ow! Game over. 3 in a row, baby. Skalding Gobbos. Doesn't matter. Do what you want. Do what you want. Okay, or kill yourself. That's also fine. What was that? Aggro is life, baby. Aggro is life, Moonwatcher. God, that was... Why would you do that? I don't think he read the card properly. What a mistake. I mean, we would have gotten the win anyway with Roil Eruption, but that was freaking hilarious. Top-notch play, buddy. Top-notch play. Thanks for the win. That really made my night. It's like when you see people doing like an in Italian we call it an autogol, or what's, can you say it in English? You know, when you kick the ball into your own goal by mistake. Wow, that's the first time we've drawn a den. But we don't have any white mana. That's okay. Double den. Maybe we'll draw a white mana source. There it is. The lazy bolt. With these lands, I do not like these lands. I don't like this cycle at all. It was pretty horrible. And the Rakdos Treasures deck. 2 back to back, eh? Clever laddie. Slow down just a little bit. Slow it down. Next turn we can probably rally. If he attacks, we Relic Robber. If he no, he won't attack. He's not going to attack into this. But there's probably a Gold Span Dragon coming my way. So disgusting. Should have made that bigger. Yeah, well, I think this one's going the way of the dodo. It's time to just start attacking, man. I wish this didn't require a tap. And you could still do that then. That would really be a hell of a load better. It's gonna deadly dispute the construct. In 2 games, exactly the same deck. Another dragon, and we quit. Looks like another gold span. Alright. Good game. want to test this deck against what do I feel like playing against? Like maybe mono white would be good sort of deck to try test it out against. Also, I do want to already make a few changes. I think the campuses can buzz off. If we're going to cut anything, that's the cut I would make as far as lands goes. Let's try it this way. You know what I like? We've already got a lot of hasters though. Nah. Let's put more Gobbos in. Give this a try. Sorry about the noise. I popped downstairs just before the stream and I snuck a couple of pieces of my uncle's salami out the fridge. Got a little chunk stuck in my tooth. It's really annoying. Hap 71. Wow, I don't know, like, if any of you have watched this TV series called American Gods, written by Neil Gaiman. I just got into the 3rd season today. I was already quite heavily into it, but ooh, Gary Goblins. Interesting. Here I am playing Lorehold Goblins. Our opponent seems to be testing something else out, which is pretty cool. I like it when this type of stuff happens. Little innovation. It's a race, I'm a winning. Can top deck a land. We go for the... Oh god. Exactly what he wants to do. I wonder what he's running the green for. I'm not entirely sure. Fucking tap land. That is so frustrating. I think I shouldn't. I just made a mistake. God, if that wasn't a tap land. Oh, it's a good game. We did not figure out what the green was for. Ba-boom! I wonder what he was running that green for. Interesting. I was kind of really curious about that, and we didn't get to figure it out. I have actually looked at it. Are you talking about the only man lands and removal deck that you sent me a little while ago, Billy? Or are you, which one are you talking about? I think that's the only black deck you sent me. Am I right? Yes. A fellow group member on one of the Facebook groups I'm a part of just recommended. He was like, "Hey, Ame, if you wanna get to Mythic quick, play this deck." And he just sent me like the worst possible deck that I could. I would never ever play this. Look at this. It's like my nemesis. Excuse the crazy inception. Okay. He sent me this. I was just talking about it before. Not only am I not playing old standard anymore, Eldraine is just so pathetic. But like this is the worst piece of shit deck ever. Like I hate it so much that I would never play something as stupid as that. Sorry, buddy, it's just not my thing. I let him down politely. Ooh. But that is just the last thing that I will ever play. It's the last thing I do. What? Another mirror match? Nah. It's dragons. Frostbite. Shock. Dragon. Yay. Come on, one more land, and we can do the double whammy. Now he's got counter magic for sure. Oh God. Here comes Goldspan. Oh my, I'm so sick of this shit. I am so sick of this card already. It's just making me just not feel like playing. And that's a problem. Bad little hit there. I think it will be quite rare in an aggro deck like this to get multiple copies of yeah, exactly. Billy, I did play that deck. I don't know. I mean, it's fun. I like to watch the opponent concede when I just keep removing everything they play. But if you end up playing against... Fuck off, man. Jesus. You know, if you're playing against a creature deck, fine. If you end up playing you know, a control matchup, then the win con is a little bit flimsy. Just relying on lands to attack in. They do also have, you know, bounce spells and instant speed removal that can get rid of your man lands, and then you've only got I think you were running just the 4 new ones and like maybe a couple copies of you could put in Crawling Barrens, but there's a good chance you're gonna get screwed over. I feel like the initial version we built was better. Let me go back to that. Goldspan is so fucking overpowered. We've got an answer to Goldspan coming in the next set though. Ren and 7 is looking really good. It comes into play and makes a 5/5 with reach, potentially. And it's on the same point on the curve as Goldspan, so pretty nice. Yeah, I agree, and you know me, I do love my removal, so you got me when it comes to that. It is sort of my favorite. Okay, we can drop the Goblin and activate the Battle Cry, dude. Ooh. That is a Cleric. After all. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, baby? What's it gonna be? Okay, I'm gonna re-grab the old version that we were playing before. I felt like it was a bit better. I do wonder though. Or wait, I don't need to go and copy it off either hub. We can just adjust accordingly in the deck builder. I remember quite well what I was playing. I think the 22 lands is fine, but I think this guy sucks. And who cares about that? So we've got 4 cards that we can add. 4, 8, 12, 16. How many creatures? 20 creatures. Plus the Bugbear. What else is good, guys? More removal? What do you reckon? A sweeper of some kind? Maybe just like a Cinderclasm? Nah. Roiling Vortex. Hi, Mal. You know what's really good about the Vortex? Angel decks get fucking shafted. I've never actually played this card, if I must be perfectly honest. You know what I want to try? Exile all your goblins, they come back with additional 1/1s. And catch them on a sweeper. And we can still have 2 more Bugbears. Or screw the Bugbears. Nah, that's too many white sources. You can buff your goblins. No, it is a good card. What do you mean though, Billy? If you use Vortex, you can buff your goblins. How does Vortex buff your goblins? It is a good card. It is a good card. Absolutely. I've seen some crazy shit, like especially high competitive games, like the brew aggro deck was playing it like all the time a few, like months back, as a way to get under Sultimatum. Oh, why can't you buff your... Oh, you can't buff your goblins. What do you mean you... What do you guys think that is? Behold. Battle Cry buffs the goblins. Oh yeah, okay. But why can't you buff them? You can't pay for stuff to... Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Codex says if you pay 0 to cast a spell, it does 5 damage. Yeah, exactly. But it's like stuff like it was really good against Sultai Ultimatum, the Emergent Ultimatum back in the day. Now, I just had a bit of an idea. Instead of I mean, it's the obvious one. Like, we haven't needed to use this once, so let's get rid of that. And we can put in you come across some goblins, or whatever it's called. You meet some goblins. It's just a goblin, that's faster. You see a pair of goblins. 3 copies. Let's give this a whirl. I like Semester's End though. That's pretty cool. It's a nice like little addition. It might save you on a sweeper. Oh, Raid Bombardment is disgusting. Do you guys remember the days of Cavalcade Calamity? I think it was what set was that from? One before War of the Sparks. Previous versions of Mono Red were just loving that card. You just had to attack and it would deal 1 damage. It's very similar to that Raid Bombardment that you're talking about. So disgusting. They just needed to attack and it would like double up all the damage as long as the creatures were like small. No, that's what Raid Bombardment is. The creatures have to be smaller than 1/1s. No, I think it's 2 2s. Interesting. Pretty happy the opponent mulliganed down to so little. The first game we've gotten 2 rallies down in the same game. Okay. Okay. What is going on? Cool, man. Something different. I'm pretty excited. That's dodgy as fuck. I'm not entirely sure why he blocks with both of those. I mean, attacked with both. Rally. That's crazy. Oh. Better have something really good up your sleeve, or you are probably quite screwed, my dear friend. Ah! No! Do you attack? That is the question. It does attack. Nice, man. This deck is fun to play. The opponent's deck was really cool though. I was actually really enjoying that. It's so cool when people just play something different. And it's cool when like I play something different that's not meta deck. Suddenly you start to come across this kind of stuff that's like not really like I've never seen that before. Ever. Totally unique homebrew. So refreshing. Today was just horrible. I got destroyed by the usual culprits. This guy's handle. Tying double edge. Tying double edge. Okay. That's a rubbish hand. How many times does that happen? You put the Snarl on the bottom, the next card you top deck is the Snarl. Like, I can't tell you how many times this happened. Vanishing Verse. Oh, Vanishing Verse. What a card. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. We are so screwed. I have nothing except for a kicked Roil Eruption that'll get rid of this guy. That deck is rubbish. Cannot handle it. Alright guys, I would have loved to end on a win, but I think I'm gonna have to call it a night. Let me just do one more. I want to get rid of the Semester's End. Kind of just a more traditional three. 2. Nah. I'm so undecided on this sort of distribution of cards. Maybe some more removal. Probably the very first version was the best one. Thanks, Billy. You have a good, I think it's evening around your side of the world. USA time. Googling away. Ah, yeah. It's already quite late by you guys as well. I mean, relatively speaking. I thought it was a little earlier. So, let me guess. As far as my US geography goes, it must be something like around 7 p.m. around your side, Billy. Am I right? Let me try the Vortex. Let me try the last game on the Rolling Vortex. Why not? 3 copies. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, I guessed it. Whereabouts are you, Moonwatcher? What part of the world? And Mal, if you're still watching, what part of the world are you in, brother? (2 a.m. in Italy. I'm ready for the sack. It's gonna be good. There's a Vortex. Don't have the land to cast it, unfortunately. Ooh, Mardu Clerics. My buddy Greg on Facebook is running a copy of this. Boop, 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 boop. That's tasty. Also running Battle Cry Goblin in a non-goblin deck. Oh no, it's only goblins. Thought it would just like give the +1/+0 and haste to things that aren't goblins. That would have been pretty sweet. See, with aggro decks, you sort of put them in a position where they can no longer attack. But they want to attack. But if they do attack, they leave too many open lanes, you know? dunk. Terrible. That's terrible. Woo! No, he has to block. Fortunately, took out my Bandit Lord. We've got Bugbear dens next turn. Do we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we can do one Bugbear activation. Mate, that's not gonna find you anything. It doesn't share a creature type. Whoops! Frickin' Valkyrie. Are you gonna attack though? No, you're not. Yes! Hallelujah. End the stream on a win. That's the way I like it. Thank you all so much for watching. Those of you who stick around to the end, you are my favorite people in the whole wide world. And I will be coming back at you tomorrow with some fresh content as always. Until then, I think the best variant of the deck is probably this one. I will be uploading this one to the Ether hubs. I prefer having this optional buff and also the ability to create a couple extra red goblins. Well, I don't know about Roil Eruption. Actually, we never got to try it. So, I think this might... We never got to cast Meteor Swarm once though. Which is the one I'm going to finally upload. We'll have to see, but you will figure that out by looking in the description down below and by going to the Ether Hub link. It'll be... I'm going to spend a little bit of time thinking about that right after I click end stream, but yeah, it's going over an hour and I'm extremely tired, so I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out, Billy. Thanks so much, brother. Have a great night, and yeah, until tomorrow, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out.